Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our first edition of Virtual Cooking at Home with me, Chef Lee. So thank you very much for everyone that has purchased our meatball kits. I just want to walk you through all the ingredients that we have for you today. So we have Parmesan cheese. We have some mixed herbs that consist of rosemary, basil, and marjoram. Some ground breadcrumbs, mozzarella cheese. We have some diced onions, celery, and garlic that we slowly cooked just to get the bite off it. You have an egg and some salt and pepper. And for our meat, we're using an equal part mix of ground beef, veal, and pork. Okay, we're gonna get into mixing our meatballs now. Those of us that have a beautiful KitchenAid like this at home, that would be my recommendation. However, we could go old fashioned and just do it in a mixing bowl, and with our gloves on, just really get in there. You could also mix them by hand. So I'm going to just put everything right into our mixer. So I always like to start on a slow mix. That way you don't have everything flying out of your bowl. Once we start seeing the meat come together, we're starting to incorporate all the other ingredients. I could turn up just a little bit. And we're gonna let this go for about a minute. So one of the pleasures of being able to cook at home is to enjoy a nice glass of whatever your preference is. For me personally, when I think of meatballs, I like to go for a nice Pinot Noir that Michael Right on Time has just provided me with.
Yes. So Chef, this is a Rainstorm 2017 Pinot Noir from Willamette Valley in Oregon. And I know I love Pinot Noir, as do you. And our favorite Pinot Noir is Oregon. And the reason I think we love it so much is we both love French wines. And Oregon is so similar to Burgundy in the aspect of soil and climate. So the wines, you're almost getting that exact French style wine right here in America. So I think that's really led to the explosion of the popularity of Oregon Pinots. And for this one, this Rainstorm, we do have it on our menu. It's discounted. We have it at a great price. It's a great value to really get into Willamette Valley and an Oregon Pinot at a great price. So I think this is drinking really good right now. It's light, it's bright, it's got good acidity, it's got great fruit as well as some good oak and leather on the back. It's just a really great structured wine and easy to drink, and I think it's really going to go great with these meatballs here. So great job so far, and cheers to you, Chef.
Cheers. So we've been mixing for about a minute, and your final product, once you're done mixing, should look something along the lines of this. So, as you could tell, over that minute I had plenty of time to have a good sip or two of my delicious Pinot Noir. And we're gonna get into rolling the meatballs now. I like to use a cookie sheet, a sheet pan, or whatever you have at home. Line it with a aluminum foil. There's a little bit of oil that I put on there just to help prevent sticking when we go into the oven. Now we're gonna start the meatball rolling process. So you could go about this a number of different ways. You could use an ice cream scoop so they're all equal. You could use a scale, or you could just go in there and just free form them however feels right to you. So I usually just do a little bit of water on my gloves. You could use a little bit of oil, or you could use nothing at all. So each kit will give you somewhere in the range of 9 to 12 meatballs, depending on the size that you did. Obviously, I got 9 here. I like to go a little larger with my meatballs, but whatever works for you will work for you. So perfect quantity for a delicious dinner for two. So now that our meatballs are ready, we're gonna turn it back on you. And the beauty of the meatballs is that they're so versatile. You can serve them many different ways. We want to see what you came up with, what you're serving them with, what wine you're drinking, and how it compares to what we're doing here. You can send your photos and videos to the email address below, and we will upload it all to our social media. For me, I am a traditionalist. I went for the good old spaghetti and meatballs with a little bit of shaved Parmesan on top. I went for just 3 meatballs, a little heavier on the pasta, but that's just my personal preference. So thank you very much for joining us on our first edition of Virtual Cooking at Home with me, Chef Lee.
Thank you for watching. We really hope you enjoy the food, the great wine, and most of all, the great company. Cheers, and we'll see you soon.